With the holiday season in full gear, authorities warn that scammers are now on the prowl. KTSM 9 Morning News anchor Jay Russell shows us how to avoid getting scammed.
Now that the holidays are upon us, scammers are on the prowl looking for innocent people to victimize. Some of them may have received calls by scammers posing as DEA employees, attempting to defraud and extort victims. Here to talk on the phone about the scam is Carlos Brown, the Public Information Officer for the Drug Enforcement Administration of El Paso Division. Welcome back, Carlos. They're still at it again, it seems like.
Yes, thank you, Jay. Unfortunately, yes, these scammers have not let up. They've been at it since March, and they're continuing to make calls impersonating the DEA. They're even calling people who have connections to El Paso who don't even live in El Paso and live in other parts of the country.
Goodness, I can't believe this. What kind of tactics are these scammers using, Carlos?
Well, the scammers call the victims, and they spoof the number on the caller ID to pretend that it's coming from our main DEA phone number. They also use fake agent names, fake badges in order to appear more credible. They try to get the caller to either disclose sensitive personal information or to send them money or gift cards to pay supposed alleged fines. And what's most troubling, Jay, is that they often threaten to prosecute, to imprison people for supposed federal drug law violations or being involved in drug trafficking activities.
Well, that's really scary, and you got to be very careful when you're answering your call anyway. But how can people know if it's a scammer on the line?
It's very critical to note, Jay, that DEA personnel rarely contact members of the public by telephone. But when they do, they don't demand money, much less gift cards to pay any fines. They're not going to request personal or sensitive information over the phone. When DEA personnel needs to notify people of a legitimate investigation or legal action, it's primarily done in person or by letter.
Well, there's probably somebody at home right now listening to this that did receive one of those calls. What can the public do if they do get one?
Well, Jay, the best defense against these scammers is having awareness and having caution. Listen to your instincts. Don't give out your personal information. Do not wire or transfer money, much less send gift cards. Anyone that has urgent concerns because they received one of these calls can always call their local DEA field division. You can find all the contact information for any division in the U.S. by logging into DEA.gov/domestic-divisions.
Well, thank you, Carlos. We always appreciate you coming on each week. And scammers, get a real job. Stop trying to rip people off. We don't like that here in the borderland. Thank you for coming on, Carlos, and we'll be back right after the break.